Right. Hi, folks. This is Tammy Stefano from the National Safe Child Show. We have a guest right now that time is of the essence. We couldn't wait. We have a really, really serious situation with a man. I don't know if you folks have been watching or paying attention. It started off, let me introduce my guest first. Dana, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Dana Goddessville, and I'm on the show to talk about my husband, Marty, who's on the 40th day, starting the 41st day of his hunger strike at Lyons Detention Facility in Rhode Island.
Okay, we are rolling once again. Okay, Dana, your husband is in Rhode Island. He is... Okay. He's in Rhode Island. He is in prison. He is on a hunger strike, 40 days. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. And yesterday he stopped taking fluids.
He stopped taking fluids yesterday.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 32.
I'm sorry, one more time.
He's 32.
32 years old.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
26.
26. Come a little closer to the phone, honey. We need the audience to really hear you.
Is this better?
Yes. Why is your husband locked up right now? And why is he on a hunger strike?
In 2014, Boston Children's Hospital was having a fundraiser, and their website was taken offline, and people couldn't make donations. The hospital was taken offline in response to their treatment of a girl named Justina Pelletier. Justina was a teenager from Connecticut who came to Boston Children's Hospital to see her specialist, and instead was locked in a psych ward. Her family tried to get her out and to see her other doctors, and the hospital didn't want to let her have a second opinion, and they put her in a psych ward. The state of Massachusetts held on to her for 16 months, where her condition deteriorated greatly until she was released back to her family. So they're accusing Marty of taking the hospital's website offline. They're calling it a cyber attack.
Call it a cyber attack.
25 years.
They want to charge Marty 25 years.
Yeah, and $380,000 in restitution. This is under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. It was made decades ago before the internet really took off.
Okay.
And it's been used to prosecute, or really persecute activists. They carry a very heavy penalty scheme. It's the same kind of charges that they use for Aaron Swartz and other computer and internet activists. Anything that has to do with the computer falls under this Computer Fraud and Abuse Act.
And it comes with a very heavy penalty.
Yeah.
Marty is alleged to have committed this cyber attack against Boston Children's Hospital. Was it a cyber attack that infiltrated confidential hospital records, confidential patient information? You know?
No. Yeah, I understand your question. Marty is a human rights activist, and bringing down of the hospital's website was a form of protest. The form of the protest is called a distributed denial of service, which means overwhelming a website with traffic so that other people can't get to it. It's called a DDoS.
Okay, a DDoS. I'm familiar
yeah.
with that. Gamers
Okay.
are familiar with that.
Mm-hmm. So that's what happened to the hospital, and they're very upset because it was on a donation day.
Ah.
And that's what they're.
So they lost money. They lost donations.
Yeah, they lost money.
Okay.
Yeah. So hospital that it's pretty much untouchable.
Wait a minute. Suddenly.
With Harvard.
Hold on one moment. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
They're the largest funded pediatric hospital in terms of federal money, and they're a Harvard teaching hospital, and they're pretty much untouchable for any family that has a child there and wants to leave. So they're not used to having someone actually fight back against them effectively. So the FBI is aware of the hospitals, what they do to kids there in their psych ward, and they do not spend any time investigating the hospital, but they will go after activists who try to protect kids who are being abused there. I know it sounds...
I'm sorry. After this happened, this so-called what they consider attack, Justine, 16 months in the hospital. Was there something that happened with her shortly thereafter?
Well, Christina was in the BCH psych ward for 13 months.
Oh, 13, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. And then she went to a residential treatment center in Framingham, Massachusetts for another 3 months. And,
in comparison to the cyber attack and her being free in the United States of America, free to go home with her family, what was the time difference? Was it close in time? Was it months after the attack or the alleged attack? Or was it close?
It was close. It was, it happened while she was at Wayside Youth. And so that was her last 3 months. She was still under the orders of Boston Children's Hospital, but she wasn't in the psych ward at the time that it happened.
Okay.
So it happened probably, she was sent home probably.
Wait a minute. We need your phone line cleared out a little bit. Okay, go ahead. She was what?
She was released, I don't know the exact date, but probably within 2 months of the cyber attack.
Okay. You went a little muffled, honey. You're a little bit muffled now. I don't know if you're...
Is better?
Yes, better.
Okay.
Okay. So shortly thereafter, she was allowed. She was freed from the jail, from her jailers.
Yeah. It's not only... I wouldn't want to say that it's only one thing that allowed her to be home. It was the combined efforts of a lot of people doing a lot of different approaches.
Absolutely. Medical Kidnap, they wrote about that little girl and didn't stop. They were very proactive in their articles and spreading the word, and Marty and so many people all across the country. And oddly enough, mainstream media did pick this story up, something that they typically don't do.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely it's been picked up. Well, the Pelletier family is a Christian family in
Can you
Connecticut.
move your phone a little again, Dana? I'm so sorry to have to keep asking you.
Sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Is it any better?
Nope, it's a loud noise now.
Okay.
Nope, it's making this kind of choo 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 choo. Oh yeah, much better. Oh, nope, doing it again. We're back. Alrighty, so go ahead. Where were we? I lost my train of thought here.
I think we were talking about the Pelletiers and why the mainstream media picked up her story.
That's correct.
I think part of it is she has a lot of support from the Christian community. Reverend Patrick Mahoney is the director of the Christian Defense Coalition, I believe.
Right.
And they were able to mobilize a large section of the conservative community, and they really got behind her, which is really something unique, I think,
Absolutely.
in Massachusetts especially, which is like a generally blue state.
Yes.
But Republican lawmakers, 32 senators co-sponsored Justina's law.
Wow.
And yes, and senators or lawmakers spoke about her on the House of the Massachusetts Senate, and they had press conferences in Connecticut. It definitely picked up a lot of steam.
Absolutely. I think we all know that little girl. And now Justina's home with her family, but Marty is in jail, and Marty is not eating. And yesterday, folks, if you're just joining us, Marty stopped taking fluids. And he's
Do you want me to?
Go ahead.
Do you want me to play his statement?
Yes.
Okay, this is he. They're keeping him in solitary, but they allowed him today to make a call. And I'll play you the call.
Okay. Folks, Marty is in prison in the state of Rhode Island. His wife is joining us. We are going to hear what Marty has to say to the public. Neither one of you have children, is that correct?
That's correct.
But yet, you are fighting to the point of starvation for the rights, the human and civil rights of children, for the right for children to be protected.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Marty has met the people that he's fighting for. It's just the fact that children are being subjected to institutionalized abuse. And Carmen Ortiz, the district attorney in Massachusetts, is going after activists and persecuting them with these outrageous laws instead of the people that are actually deserving of being investigated, like hospitals that are abusing children.
Absolutely.
That's so egregious to him that he's willing to risk his life to help protect these people. Okay, let me play the statement for you.
Okay, thank you.
Let me know if you can hear it okay.
Nope, we're not hearing anything.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Sure. No. No, we're not able to hear. Can you stop it for a moment and let me do something? Oh, okay, move your phone back a little bit again. Okay. I do have. Do I have both parts of Marty's statement, Dana? Do I have part?
It's just,
Did you email me part 1 and part 2?
there's only one part.
Oh, there's only.
There was one from a previous day that's 2 parts. But
Okay.
this one is only 1 part.
Ah, okay. Oh, you're gonna move your phone, honey, a little bit.
Okay. I think that this might be a little bit easier. With
I can't hear you now. We're hearing the. Okay, go ahead. Say it again.
I wonder if this might be a little bit easier without the visual, and I can just call you on Skype.
Let's try that.
Let's try that.
Okay. Yeah. Let's try that. Okay. Folks, this is unbelievable. This man is fighting for the rights of children, and he's not a dad. You know, we all have that feeling that without doubt, without hesitation, we would give our lives for our children. No questions asked.